money and star gems, and some other stuff. That's what we are going to be talking about today because we just got our hands on, or I should say, back on, with Daryl Grace's coming into a PSO2 NGS, and I know there was a lot of you that it knew, especially going by the 10 million mark that, of course, our Lord and Savior, by Hawaii, talked about doing the latest headline stream for NGS, and yeah, a lot of you probably wondering what are these and exactly why they so important beyond just star gems. Let's be honest, it really just star gems. And of course, today I am going to be talking about and showing you how to get your hands on all the graces, as well as what you're going to get beyond day one. And with that, welcome back to your number one stop for PSO2 NGS gameplay, how to, and all that jazz. And before we get into this, I do want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting for September. Thank you, my dudes, and we will go more into that in a bit. But for now, let's talk about some graces. And of course, Daryl Grace's is coming in a 2-a-day update for PSO2 NGS. And as far of what the graces are, of course, you're going to be looking for the wonderful little triangle chests. These will correspond in every region, or I should say every open region. So no battle sectors here, but they will be scattered through all three of the main area with Alio, Retain, and Cavaris. And these will, of course, be set to 7 per every zone. So it's only 7 of these in each, with a grand total of 30 you can get your hands on. Just know there is more than just 30 graces, but once you collect 30, they will disappear. So just a heads up on that one. And of course, from what we actually will be getting our hands on from the, we of course can get our hands on some star gems, as well as some other materials such as mining stuff and whatnot. But the main reason you want to do that beyond star gems is, of course, the bonuses that will, of course, come with these. And of course, I will have a link in the description so you guys can keep up with it, because this is coming up from the official NGS website, because graces work on schedules. So the best way to think of this is for the next week, they will call one will spawn, and then after 24 hours, they will despawn, and for that next coming 24 hours, you will have your hands on some bonuses, and then after that, they will come back in the next day for 24 hours, and went and repeat to this is done. So, of course, from we can go ahead and get our hands on a total of 450 star gems, as well as other materials. And, of course, as far as the schedule of when they will be spawning, as of now, of course, since it is every other day, the event will be running from the 28th to the 3rd of October. So, of course, today at the time of this video, the 28th, you can go ahead and collect you the from 10 a.m. Central to 9:59 a.m. Central. And then the 29th will be, of course, our rewards, which is, of course, our boost up, which we will get into in a second. And then on the 30th, we're going to collect 30 more of the, on the 4th, bonus. And the 2nd, we collect 30 more. And then bonus again on the 3rd. So, as far of the bonuses here, we're going to be getting our hands on is, of course, a well-dropped boot to max 20%, as well as a boot to seasonal event. When it comes to seasonal points, and you're going to be getting your hands on 20% more season point, which at the time of that video, of course, this is tied to the season event that is happening, and this is the last week for it. So these will come in very much handy if you're trying to farm up the last little bit of seasonal points before this event goes away. And once again, these solo graces are usually kind of tied to an event. So these seem to pop up roughly every 2 to 3 months. So this is not consistent, which is the main reason you want to take advantage of these when they are around. And the other thing that will be coming from the graces, not only is, of course, the star gem and stuff and the bonuses to you, But there is also some bonuses to the server, as well as a way to keep track of how many graces you have found, as well as how much time you have left to collect them. So, to go ahead and get into that, you can go ahead and bring up your normal menu here, and of course we will have a brand new tab here with, of course, as you can see, you have the timer of how long you got for the graces, or how long you have for the bonuses to be available. You have a list of how many you have found. As you can see, I found 30 of 30. And then, of course, we have ourselves a percentage. In my case, I'm maxed out, obviously, since I collected it all. But it will show you the percentages of completion. And then, of course, we have our Devil Graced Boots. And this is, of course, all 20% to everyone. Because the way that works is, of course, as you are collecting these and everyone else on your server are collecting these, you can go ahead and get a bit to get all your unlocks up to 20% if everybody on the server do them part. So make sure you are collecting them not only for you, but also for everybody that play on your ship. And you might be wondering, how exactly do you go about finding all these? Well, that is honestly fairly simple for the most part. So to start off, as far as finding these in-game, you can go ahead and of course bring up your gear and sub panel here and go down to mag. And from here, you can go ahead and change the center setting. So the setting for your mag to actually find these is, of course, there is any. But that doesn't mean it won't find it. So if you have everything turned off, it will go ahead and hunt them for you, as well as anything else you got checked, marked off here. But if you're looking just for specifically graced and you don't want your mag to tell you about fishes and all that stuff, just turn all these settings off. And as you get closer, once again, your mag will send out an alert the same way as it does for any other the collectibles. And if you're looking for the location outside the game and you want to get your hands on a map, like always, I highly recommend following that person. I have no clue how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry, so we're gonna let our wonderful robot voice handle that one.
Afia Marantha.
That. So I will have a link to them as well in the description below. And the main thing of interest, elite for today, they did indeed post a map of every location for all of these. And more than likely, as we progress through the week, hopefully they will also post map for them as well. So if you ever need help finding these or finding any other little collectible such as Alpha Reactor, I highly recommend following the Twitter account because they are fantastic when it comes to the information. And with that, that is everything you need to know about graces. I made me a friend, as you can see here, and we're gonna go on some adventures. Actually, never mind, I'm just gonna take a nap. So if you haven't already, be sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells up below, and of course a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting over on at patreon.com/Maconn, as well as supporting over on Twitch by subscribing at twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And of course, I will have links in the description to all that. And of course, with that, this is getting very awkward and maybe not family friendly. So I will see you all in the comments.